Hi guys, you're very welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. This is part 2 from the wonderful interview with Bernard Casey. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. I'm a comedian. This podcast is about my life, my wife, my likes and dislikes, hurling, football, movies, sex, drugs and rock and roll without the sex, drugs and rock and roll. There are going to be special guests and always regular contributors, but mostly it's going to be me and my main squeeze, the wife. So sit back, relax and enjoy Conversations with Cornelius.
But like the nicest thing ever about doing the show, it's particularly a solo show, you've sorted out, you've had a great fucking night, you come home, if you don't stay out, you come home back to your house, everyone's above stairs in bed, you come in, you check, everything's great, no bother, nice little lamp on in the hallway, and you come in and you say, you know what, no, I'll get my bag of chips there that I got, and I'll go in and I'll turn on the kettle, and I'll get that, and I'll get a small little bar of chocolate there now. And I'll bring it into the sitting room, and I'll turn on the TV, and I'll pull the curtains, just in case there's any nosy Parkers wondering who in the name of God is watching TV now at 12:30, 1:15 in the morning. And I'll try on Match of the Day, or Sunday Game, or fucking some match from the 1980s, just because I'm feeling nostalgic. Yeah. And I'll sit down and I'll watch it in peace, knowing that my work is done, and I'm home. Yeah. And everyone's in bed.
I've a piece in my new show about that. About
you can't use it. I just use it there.
No, I'm after using it already.
That's my bit actually.
Tis already recorded.
Could you rewind there?
But mine is slightly less wholesome now than your idea. my bit is like that it's hard to carve out a bit of me time. It's very hard.
That's why we stay up late.
But it is like, because like looking at, we'll say, the young Bernard Casey who sauntered down the street that time. Yeah. You probably did a gig and probably went out for a few pints that night and slept until 12 the next morning. Maybe you went to college, maybe you didn't. Maybe you went to the cinema in the middle of the day. Do you know what I mean? Like it was like the world was your oyster.
One of life's great things, going to the cinema in the middle of the day.
I miss it so much. And when my kids
I haven't done it in years.
It's beautiful.
Since then, I'd say.
But like nowadays you have to kind of go, okay, I'm going to be awake here now for 16 hours because I've got 455 jobs to do with the kids and the wife and my own job then on top of it.
She's got music and he's got drama. But his collection is 15:15 and hers is at 30:30. Can you do 30:30? No, sure, I'll do both, and you do the swimming then at 7. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's it. And then you still have to go to work then at that evening. My bit about that is like I try to I love coming home. Same there now. Driving up the drive. Noel, I'll have the light on outside. Yeah. I'd come in the door. Pure silence. So I go into my office and I'll pour myself. This is just a bit of me time now. Pour myself a small whiskey. Just a small little whiskey. And by a small whiskey, I mean a large whiskey. A large whiskey. And then by a large whiskey, I mean I roll myself a joint. So it's less wholesome, but it's the same thing. Yeah. And I'd go in then and do the exact same as you. I'd go in and I'd wrap myself up in my blankie and I'll watch the Sunday Game, or I'll watch fucking a BBC Match of the Day, anything,
or something that I've like random. If I'm watching a series, I'd be like,
that was great. I remember during when we did the rural pub tour, remember all those back in 2020, 2022. Come home, I was watching Better Call Saul.
Oh, I love that show.
So I was home most nights because most of the shows were in and around Cork. I'd come home about midnight, we'll say. Just get one episode with a cup of tea.
And that's all you need?
One episode of Better Call Saul, and I'm like, right, wait a bit, happy out.
Yeah. And like you could do that for 3 or 4 nights a week and you get to stand the people, how do you get in time to watch fucking Better Call Saul? Fucking hell about
doing
tonight.
Nothing during the day, that's why.
He's at home fucking watching Better Call Saul. Doesn't fucking matter to him.
Nothing to do.
But like that is it, like, because it's like you come home and you have to, there's this adrenaline that's kind of going through you, like, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what you're an ass man.
Around the world in 30 days.
Next question for you, man, right? The GAA aren't doing enough. Discuss. No, I'm not saying that they are. I'm just, it's
like a debate topic.
Yeah, it's a thought experiment.
To or from.
Yeah. The GAA aren't doing enough. Discuss.
There were 5 other matches. There were 5 football matches on last Sunday.
Correct.
4 of them in the Leinster Championship. and one in Ulster. Now, the Ulster game was on BBC, and there was 2 of the hurling games were on RTE. Absolutely should be on RTE, 2 of the biggest games. But GAA Plus, which I pay for, and which is supposed to be an option for games that you'd never get to see only for it, didn't have one game on. Not one game was on the Sunday.
No.
0.
And of those 4 games, right, one of those matches I was the Meath Westmeath match, right?
Yeah.
So Meath won the National League Division 2 this year. They beat Cork in the final above Croke Park, and they're an awesome team. I went to see them a couple of times last year. Huge favourites, but they're playing Westmeath. It's like Cork and Kerry last year. Do you remember Cork and Kerry last year?
Nearly cocky, nearly caught us.
We nearly caught you, and you know. There's a gulf in class between both teams.
No one saw it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no one saw it.
Luke Loughlin, who was the main player for Westmeath,
6 points he scored.
6 points, and he was taken off in the 51st minute.
His hammies were gone. Yeah.
He said his brothers over in New York, and they were ringing him all week about it. They were like, "We can't fucking see it.
Yeah.
We can't see the game."
Yeah.
Well, look at TG Carr then during the last round of the league, or even during the week. Last night, midweek on what was it, Wednesday? I watched Kerry versus Clare for 20 minutes. Kerry won it handy. I didn't show on Roscommon versus Galway for a couple of minutes, and there was some other game on as well, and I didn't look at that one. But I had the options of 3 games for free on YouTube on my kitchen as I ate my dinner. But yet I pay, I don't know how much it is now. It was €80, now it's €150 or something like that for the year, and there's no game on. It's pretty shit.
It's pretty shit. It's also another thing that I would have a gripe with is, so if you look at the GAA as a whole, if you go back to 1884 into Hayes' Hotel when they were doing up the draft of you know what they wanted to do, they wanted to promote our games and our culture, our Irish culture, right? And as we were talking about this in the car the other day, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of Irish people now born to parents from different countries, right?
Yeah.
And but they're born in Ireland and they're Irish. They're as Irish as you and I are, and they all go to national school and all that kind of stuff. And there's very little being done, I feel, with the new generation of Irish people, you know, like refugees from different countries and, you know, like Eastern Europeans and Africans, and, you know, they don't know what the GA means to the indigenous Irish people. I think it should be taught on the curriculum inside in school. I think it's something that should be cherished and celebrated more, and it would give families who are assimilating into our country, it give them an idea of where our identity comes from.
We've always said it to each other, even in private when we were having a pint or whatever. They were like, we love seeing someone from a foreign country that comes over, plays on Christ Almighty, boy, and he's fucking not bad.
Fucking
he's good, boy.
Your man from Dublin there getting the most
salami.
Mo Salami.
Yeah.
Fucking 19-year-old Dublin fella.
There's 2 lads for Cavan as well last week.
Sure, even Sean Og, like, I mean, from back in the day, like, you know, and I think most people think that is just utterly amazing. There's Clare have a fantastic, I can't think of his name now, but he's like, you know, a brown-skinned lad from Clare, and he's wing back or wing forward, and he's
centre back, I think.
Is he centre back this year?
Back, yeah.
He's savage. He's absolutely savage. But I'm the same as you. We'd be looking at that going, fucking brilliant.
To see.
Has he any brothers?
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? Has he any brothers?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But it is definitely the best way to integrate, particularly into a rural community.
Yeah.
The GA, like, it is like, you'll get to know everyone. You'll get to kind of know the crack, the lie of the land. Sure, even like when the Irish people go abroad to New York, to London, that's where you get your work.
Yeah.
Go playing above in Gaelic Park or up in Ruislip or wherever, and you're chatting away. Your man from Westmeath over there is actually looking for someone to go labouring. Oh, Jesus.
Westmeath? Fucking bring him on.
Yeah, bring him on. All sorts of things like
that. Does he play?
He do.
Yeah, fucking bring him down Tuesday night as well.
You were saying about like doing more. Like I remember you were saying you didn't see it as much. Coaches coming into the school, primary school.
I suppose when I was saying that to you, right, I was looking at my own primary school era, right?
Yeah.
And it could be totally different now.
It definitely is, yeah.
You know, but I do think...
When I was in school, we had one, we remember Gary O'Sullivan from Port McGee's coming, and I remember there was other lads from around the district going, and when I was teaching then, going to school, PJ Reedy, he was a coach officer from the Kerry GA, like going around school to school. He had all the up-to-date drills, skills, everything that.
So would that have been once a week when you were growing up?
I'd say it was, yeah. In we'll say from spring, summer, like you know. It would be,
Like I would be saying, right? I think that's like, and also as well, we have more games like handball, rounders, camogie, ladies football. Like, I mean, the GA are definitely not, in my opinion, now this is up for discussion. There's a lot that they're doing right. There's loads that they're doing right. And like, I fucking love it. But like the slow integration of the ladies games is absolutely, I don't know what, like, I mean, there's some brainy people in the association.
I think it's clearly an administration thing. Like if it was easy, just join them together and that's it.
But it's going on a long time. Like,
it is going on 2 years easily.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hassle with it, because it's really annoying. I'm seeing it for myself right now. Liam trains on a Sunday morning under fives, half an hour football, half an hour hurling. They have a great time. Rosie trains Sunday morning, camogie at 9:30. For just camogie, and she trains again on Monday at 6:30 or something like that for football. 2 separate trainings, 2 separate days.
Same club.
Yeah,
that's right.
Same club, but technically not the same club.
Yeah,
because it's Ballincollig camogie, Ballincollig football, ladies football, LGFA.
So there will be a separate. At some stage, there's going to be, if it keeps going,
massive amounts. If you see it there, Tipperary players who are dual players. You know, the camogie team are playing at 2:00, and the footballers are playing at 5. In whatever county, that's an inter-county.
Yeah,
you know?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Now they'll say, look, fixture congestions. Fucking hell above tonight.
Well, there's clearly an administration thing, or there's some legality policy thing that's slowing that up. I have no idea what it is, and I wouldn't have any idea what it is. But that's clearly it. They're like, oh, it's not going as fast as possible. There's probably you just don't know these.
It's probably a bit of. I do think you're right. There's probably a bit of red tape in it, right?
Yeah.
But like, there's plenty of money floating around. There's plenty of intelligent solicitors and legal minds there to figure it out. And 2 years, or I think it might even be longer, is a long time to have, this red tape there. One other thing that I think that could be done, like from a cultural point of view, I think they're really missing a trick, because, there's more to the game than the actual match. Like, like we look at that Meath and Westmeath game there now. Like if there was do you remember? I don't know. Do you remember this now? When I was growing up, they used to have Italian football on.
Oh, that's right.
On a Monday night.
Yeah.
And that's how I was introduced to Marco van Basten and Maradona and Ruud Gullit and all this. Like I think there is a market there to fucking get young, vibrant GA heads out to go into communities, find out where the local derby is that week. One goes to one club, one goes to the other club, and make a little fucking feature on it and have it out the following week.
On TV or online or anywhere?
Well, you see, it's hard to say because you just don't know really with television how popular television is now. But you could make it for both.
Yeah.
You can make it for both. And it just showcases different clubs. I think for the club game especially.
I
in weaker counties.
I subscribe to Wooly, the
Laois footballer.
Smaller Fish podcast. And like he tried for ages for, he's trying to push a midweek preview show or
he's right.
Because people would watch it. We really would watch it. But he tried with Virgin Media, I think. No budget. Absolutely no budget. And RTE just don't have the time. I suppose, I think the RTE's argument is that we can't be giving all our time just because we have rugby, we have soccer, we have athletics.
But I have the perfect solution for that now, right? You're paying your GA Go subscriction.
Oh, yeah. But they have a thing on that, all right. But like...
Is it shocking?
I haven't watched it. I don't feel made watch it. If you get me, it's done like it should be. It's like it's done for online.
Yeah.
Do you know the production value is like just it's done for online? But when you're watching GA Go, you're more likely to watch it on your TV.
Yeah.
Do you know where you just want to see a little bit more? I don't know. I haven't. If I give it a go, I'll say, oh fuck it, I must watch that now again next week. That was very good.
Yeah.
But and also, I saw the problem with. So one great thing GA Plus has now, is it GA Plus? That's what it's called.
It should be Go, or is it Go Plus now, or whatever?
GA Plus, I think it's called now. But they have a section in it, 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and you go in and you can watch the best matches from that. That's excellent.
No, that's a brilliant idea.
That's a brilliant idea, yeah. There's a few small things like preview of the championship, but you'll only watch that once because the second the first game happens, that show is irrelevant.
It's like, do you have Clubber?
Yes.
Clubber is, I think Clubber's brilliant.
Clubber's fantastic.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. But like, so many people are subscribed to Clubber as well, you know?
Yeah.
And you can go back and you can watch matches on Clubber and stuff like
anything.
that.
My Sundays in September, October, I'm jumping between counties and I'm jumping between matches and junior, intermediate, senior, everything.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
That's what I can't understand. How can Clubber do it with getting local commentators for all these games, lads who mightn't be overly experienced in it, still do a grand job.
There's a fella that lives over the road from me, Mick Lenihan's his name. He went to Coleman's and he does a lot of the Cork matches, and he's fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
he's absolutely brilliant. But my point is, right, that's an independent company, Clubber, right? And they're going around to all the grounds. They obviously have to do a deal with the GA, but like, there's just you know as much as I do the local derbies. Yeah, like, I mean, that's lightning in a bottle. You know, you catch the right one of those, and if you can get into the fields during the week, catch a training session, talk to players, get a bit of beef off what's going on, and then come in and film the match and get like as much production as you possibly can. Yeah, I think there's a serious gap for that. Like,
there probably is
a serious
gap
market
for sure. Like, there is. Yeah. There's some great YouTube channels there from old games though. Yeah. There's PJ's Classic GA.
I haven't seen that one. No.
There's CR Videos Vault. There's Tallow Man Irish. There's another guy. Fucking the 1996 All-Ireland Minor semi-final replay before Kerry and Tyrone. You look into the views, in 35,000 views. Like, people watch it and they love hearing the old commentator there, me spelte Gedeine, Stakkelasli, Raspergenjo, Kekabakadi, Lade Parke, Njord Kinelli, Stakken Njord Kinelli now, Colum Cooper, Far on the Crokic, Agashant Cooper, Agasan Harrison Trestnon.
That's another tradition that's lost.
Gone.
And like,
the fucking wind.
Like, it's kind of like, to me, right? There's a little bit of Micheál Martin off of the GAA. A small bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's got a little bit kind of white collar.
Yeah. It's our quintessential, every man on the fucking, like, look at a team there now. Like, I'm looking at my young fella's team there at the moment. There's a lad from Brazil playing. There's a Ukrainian fella on the team. There's and then the rest of them are all from Kilovolt. We're blowings. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And like, it's like, Jesus, like, it's they don't. I feel they don't have their finger on the pulse. They're like, how much can we get here now from sponsorships and
there's bits in the back. But I just, if people are paying for fucking things, put on the matches. Like, put them all on.
Put on the matches.
Put them all on. Like, where the fuck are the matches? Where are they?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Fucking hell. That's the bottom line. Like,
that's the bottom line. If Clubber can go down to Louth or up to Louth and put on junior, senior and intermediate matches in one day for a far less fee.
There's an audience for it.
But like less production value. But J Plus then can put one lesser championship match on.
Cork are playing Limerick now this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Okay, second round of the championship. You won't be able to see it unless you go behind a paywall.
Yeah. That's not right. I don't think that's right.
That's not right either.
No, because what it should be, GAA Plus should be just for the games that you wouldn't see.
Yeah.
For example, no disrespect to Longford versus Leitrim in the first round of the Telton Cup.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't. If it was on RTE, me and you would watch it.
Yeah.
But
if it was clashing with Kerry and Mayo in an All-Ireland semi-final, for argument's sake, but you wouldn't. But you know what I mean?
There's obviously a reason that's not going to be on. But put those games on there and people would watch it. Like.
But think of this now, Bernard. This is the way I'm looking at that, right? So I'm going to that match now next Sunday, right? I'm gigging in Galway on Saturday night. I won't get home till around 2:00, okay?
Yeah.
I'm lucky I have a ticket, right? If I didn't have a ticket for that match, okay? And if I didn't have the GAA go, I'd like to watch that on my television, right, at home, okay, with my family. Or I might like to go to the pub, bring my young fellow over to the pub and have a pint. So, like, they want us to pay for the TV license. Like the rural pub is absolutely dying a death. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing, like, I love watching matches in many ways. I love going to matches by myself. I love going with friends. I love going with my kids. I love going with my complete family. But I also love watching matches at home by myself.
Yeah.
I love watching matches inside in a pub, listening to the fucking crack in the background.
Yeah. Banter and racket.
Banter and racket. Yeah. Like, but if they had like a thing where it's like even if they had something along the lines of like, like we'll show it at a special price for pubs, rural pubs and stuff like that. It should bring people out. I just think there's so many opportunities there that are being missed, and I do think there's a small bit of profit before people
They should hire us. They should hire us to do it. We'll do it.
For a lot of money.
Yes.
we need the same amount.
But you said it's all about profit. Well, we want to get fucking paid.
We want to get fucking paid.
Do it for the good of our health. Huh?
Jesus Christ almighty.
For God's sake.
Fucking hell.
Cheek.
Well, we'd have to be put up anyway.
Yeah,
we'd have to be put up the night before.
You cover me petrol. And
even though I have an electric, I still want petrol allowance. Do you know what I mean?
It's like you know yourself from our running rural gigs outside of Dublin. Like it's like, well, no bother, that's the fee. Anyway. Can you cover me petrol? You never cover our fucking petrol when we go up.
Fucking hell. All the way up to Dublin for €50.
I'll never forget. Me, you, and Peter Carroll up to this club on the north side of the city. It was a Wednesday night, I'd say. And we drove up from Mallow. I was staying with you at the time. You were touring around that. Remember the world tour of North Cork?
Oh yeah, Jesus!
And I was
Christ.
opening for you. I was only starting out.
Yeah.
And we said we got a spot in Dublin, and I was like, whoa! And you were like, brilliant, yeah. So we drove up to Dublin. You were closing it, and I did a 5-minute spot in the middle.
Was it the Black Dog or something?
It was something like that.
Yeah.
Somewhere up in the beyond North and O'Connell Street, anyway. And your man was there, so I was, no problem, just wait on. I want the door split, whatever was made on the door, going to hand out something. And we were even,
it was Rob Coyne.
But I knew, I was like, I'm not getting paid because I've only did the 5-minute spot. And you were like, it's on, it's grand, man. We're going to head away. We're like, no. I really want to look after you guys. I came all this way. Sure, there was only about fucking, I don't know, 20 people at the thing for maybe €8 in or something. We got a fiver.
Fucking hell.
I got a fiver. And you just looked at the fiver. I'll never forget, you just looked at the fiver and just went, you dropped the fiver there. But I do remember Pete goes, lads, we're going to get fucking chips. And we got a chips we split the chips with the fiver.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah,
we're probably one of the very, probably musicians as well, but in that performing artists will say, that can go from fucking absolute rags to sudden riches.
Yeah.
And could easily go back to rags.
Back to rags just as quickly. Yeah.
Do I'm sure a lot of other professions kind of are in the middle ground. They're like, oh, it wasn't too bad there for a while. Things were tough. Sleeping in the fucking car.
I remember there was a comedian, and he used to drive to, and he's a successful comedian now, Tom the Bear, right?
Oh yeah.
And he had a Discovery, right? And he had a mattress in the back of the Discovery, and he would fucking drive all over the country, and he'd do the gig and then have a couple of pints afterwards, and he'd sleep in the mattress in the back of the car, and off he went again. But you might
brilliant. Yeah,
when you look back at this is kind of back now when I was talking when you were 9,
11,
yeah. That was
you're young. And
you didn't give a fuck. Sleep
I have
on
a good
couch.
one for you, actually, right? You'd do any gig when you were young and it was going well for you, we'll say, gigs wise. You'll do any gig, anywhere, any price. Didn't matter.
Yeah.
Just give me the stage time. And I was working in the shop in Portmagee, right? It was like the 19th of December, and there was a competition for best comedy competition in Drogheda, in the fucking Barbican Theatre in Drogheda, right? But it was all, I just thought, oh great, this is a comedy competition. You give back yourself. And I was inside the shop. It's on tonight at 8. I'm finished here at 1. Right. I've been Clarny for 2. I've been Dublin for 6:30. So I was on at 9. I get from Dublin across to Connolly, right? And I get the thing up. Right, brilliant. I'll be there for fucking 9:15. Up I went anyway.
With absolutely no pressure at all.
No pressure. I think that I know I got the train. Got up and I rang my cousin James, and I said, James, I'm doing a show in Drogheda. Can I stay with you tonight if I get back to Dublin? No bother. He said, absolutely grand. Make sure you get the last train back. I said, check the times. I said, I will. Did the show. It was run by a lot of Leaving Cert students. So you don't have a clue. Ran by a lot of Leaving Certs. It was just the Leaving Certs and this fucking random guy from Kerry who turned up. I thankfully won it because they were all 17 and shit. Yeah. And I was like, great, I got £100 or something like that. It was great. And
you probably felt like a millionaire after that.
But you know
as well,
what? They were great crack. They were sound lads, and they were like, Jesus, fair play to you from Kerry. We never thought someone like there was some guy from down there as well, and then maybe one other person from Meath or something. But I was definitely like a completely out of towner.
Yeah.
This random guy who just turned up for it. They're like, fair play, man. It was great stuff as well, and we had a few pints and good crack. Like, and I checked the time. Then I said, geez, I'd want to get going now. The last train was like 10:30. And of course, had one more pint. I said, fuck it, I'll finish. Yeah, okay, guys, great meeting you. Take it easy. It was about fucking 11:15 now when I went up. I said, there might be another train, you never know. Fucking train station locked. I was like, right. Check there was no Google Maps. There wasn't like, this is 2012. Map, you had it, but it was pretty slow, like.
Yeah.
And whatever, there was no apps and shit like that. It was just basic internet on the phone. So I was like, what am I going to do here now? Right. What will I do now? And I was like, fuck it, I don't think about this. And I said, right. I said, there's surely a hostel now. And I was pushing time now. I'd say it was 11:30. Walked down the street anyway. And there was a hostel. And I said, right. And open the fuck, try and get in. Locked. Oh, come on. That's serious. Knocking the door. Surely, then we'll come in. Hey, missed the last train. Just wondering if you've got a bed. And no one answering. Next thing, the fucking window from about 2 floors up opens up. Yeah, right there. I was like, yeah. I can try to get a room. Are you booked in here? No, I'm not booked in. I'm just fucking missed the train. Like, I'm looking for someone to stay. Oh, hang on there. Me boyfriend will come down, leave you in, all right? And I got down. There were two drug addicts, like, right? And they opened the door, and I was like, right, okay. Yeah, they're definitely drug addicts, right? And I think I had food with me as well. They were like, come up to the room. Yeah, we'll start to you. Well, what's the story? Your man was from Loud, and she was proper inner city dub. And I was, look, lads, I'll be honest with you. I missed the train, and I'm fucked really if I don't stay anywhere. Can I stay in the hostel or what? They're like, look, we're fucking staying here, like, but give us 20 quid each and we'll say nothing. I was like, no matter, give them 20 quid each. And they were like, there's a free bed down in that one there. I said, great. They were like, do you want a can? I was like, fucking great. I could go off that bed. And your one was rolling up, like, I was there fucking sipping away a can. I was like, right.
So what drugs are you into, lads?
Do you have any needles here? No. And sipping away the can, chatting away, and I was sussing it out, like, because I was playing confident. I was like, sure, you know the story. Sure, yeah. No, crack, yeah. Fucking just go drugs and drink, yeah.
No, I'll just stay on the Bulmers tonight.
No.
A load of crack last night. I'm a bit fucking...
Before, man. Yeah, myself and the boys. And I was like, right, I'm going to go to bed now. So I got downstairs. I was in the dorm, bottom of the stairs, and they were like, do not leave the fucking owner. See, if you leave the owner, we're fucked, we're out, right? We're fucking doing you a favour, right? You're letting you in, like, you have to sleep in the fucking streets. I'm like, I know, I fucking really appreciate it, thank you so much. And you charged me. And I went down and I jumped into the bed and I was there tonight. I was like, this is fucking gas. Can't wait to tell people this story. Better put the bed against the door. Sure, I fucking cash and money and everything. Do fucking clear recovering drug addicts. Like, put the bed against the door anyway and set the alarm. No way, no one can get in anyway. So I woke up in the morning. I was like, right, 7:30. You'd wake up earlier.
Get the fuck out
in
of
a
here.
situation like this. I was like, right, got the fucking, did I even have a bag? I'd say I did. Probably with my notepad or whatever, bag in it. And I got out and I said, bursting for a piss. So down the hallway, I was for a piss. And a guy kind of stuck his head back the thing. And he was clearly the owner. And I just locked the fucking cubicle, sat in there for definitely 15 minutes. Just because he was kind of pacing up and down. Oh, saying to someone, did you see someone going to the bathroom there? No. Right, okay, yeah. And fuck it, you're a man. I just opened the cubicle door, no sign. Fucking bolted down the stairs, ran up the fucking thing, onto the train, and back to Dublin.
And delighted that you won the competition the night before, buzzing from that.
Exactly, yeah. But that was my close call with heroin.
That's fucking gas. We've been kind of flirting around this topic, right? And the podcast, right? So the business of comedy, it's never really discussed outside of our own circles. Anytime I meet you, we'll say, right? We'd be like, so where are you now? Okay, how many seats is that?
Yeah.
Okay, what's that like? What's that room like? What is 70-30, 80-20? You get the whole door.
Fees and lights and stuff like that. What's the story
what's
like?
the sound like? Do you know what I mean? Like the business side of it. Do you enjoy the business side of it?
I do. Very much so. I enjoy the business part of it. I guess you're flying solo. And anything that you kind of achieve, you have achieved it yourself, really.
You've conjured it up.
You have decided I'm going to do a show here and I'm going to organise the time and the date and the ticket sales and the fee, and you negotiate whatever splits or covers or costs or whatever, and you do the best you can for yourself. And when you get that and then you do it, you're like, fucking great, that was brilliant. So there's a buzz out of that, really. It's sales, really, isn't it?
It is sales, yeah. And it's like, I think when the gig is over and you get paid, you're like, oh, that's my car sold there now, and I move on to the next one.
Things like that, yeah. It's good. It's frustrating because there's no blueprint. There's no, these are the fees you should be charging for.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola want you to do an ad. Like, yeah. Okay.
500?
Yeah.
1,000?
1,200?
12?
How much do we fucking? And we're all kind of messaging. Do you know, you asked your man to think of that. Ask him, like, oh yeah, what you? And he, oh, Jesus, I don't know. It's been years since I did it.
Yeah.
Fuck, what do I charge? Do you know? That's very tricky.
Yeah.
That's tricky.
And
but getting it right is great.
Oh, when it comes right, it's brilliant.
Great, yeah.
Like,
and sometimes, like, you'll be worried. What I worry about is people screenshotting, and you know, like, you give your fees or something, and it's like, screenshot send on, they never get back to you. You're like, some fucker, look, that's really fucking charging that no for that. I'm like, well, you're a massive company.
yeah. Well, like, I mean, like, that's where ChatGPT, I think,
it is,
has been a game changer for me. And I'm sure for everyone else, because exactly that.
It does.
It's exactly
really
that. You're like, okay, I've been asked to do this corporate gig. This is what they've. This is the remit. This is the time.
Yeah.
These are
the
my
company.
These are my numbers. This is my profile. What should I be thinking?
It's brilliant.
It's fucking unbelievable. It's forensic. It comes back with a forensic price.
And it's fair. Like, and you kind of go, okay, yeah. Right, yeah.
You can even go,
right.
can you justify it? Because they've often given me price. I'm like, oh, fuck it, that's a bit saucy there. Well, why is it that price? And then they'll come back and they'll give you the reasons why it's right. You're like, oh, yeah, you're dead right. I am a fucking single white woman and I can do anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's the... It's mad.
Don't underestimate yourself. You're talented. Thanks, ChatGPT. You're fucking sound.
ChatGPT is so sound.
Sound is a bit.
Yeah. It has my best interest at heart.
You know what? I'd love to go for a few pints with ChatGPT. Like, imagine just the compliments.
The unreal.
You're talking about that point you scored against Valencia back in 2010.
Yeah.
Do you know?
And you should have made compliments.
You should have. That point you scored, that really inspired the team and the community. Your father was very proud of you that day.
He may not have shown it ever in his whole entire life, but deep down inside, he did admire you for 5 seconds. The business side, like, have you, like, I remember we were talking about old gigs there. I remember doing, like, I want to talk about ones where you got shafted. Did you ever get shafted in a gig?
Shafted?
I got shafted once and you were on the gig.
Where was that?
Kantork.
Was that really bad?
Yeah.
Gig? Oh, yeah. There was the afters of a wedding.
The afters of a wedding. But it wasn't our fault.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't set up right at all.
Yeah. Like, I think
he called me some fucker from back west.
He goes, I think we were getting, this is back now, we were just
2012.
I think we might have been getting €200, and I think you were staying with me. I'd say we were probably giving you 50.
Yeah.
And myself and Pete were taking 75 each then out of it, right?
Yeah.
So I think it was around that. Maybe 250.
But that would have been the prices back then.
That was like...
That would have been very good back then.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who we were. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. We were going, how are things? And your man goes, yeah, fuck it. And do you know when we'll put you on now? We'll put you on. We've the afters of a wedding there on fucking next Sunday or Sunday 2 weeks or whatever. That'd be perfect for that. Come in around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And I was like, for brilliant daytime gig, we get it out of the way early. We might go for a few pints afterwards. You were staying with me out in Ballyclaw, and we rocked onto it anyway. And
it was a shit. I remember there was a fella at the counter asleep, right? Sound asleep, no. And when he woke up, I knew him from college. I was in college with his sisters. And he wasn't in college. He was just down for the night. He'd come down the odd night or whatever. He woke up from the counter as I was on stage. And he was like, "Hi, you cunt! Fire!" hello. I was like, oh, how are you, boy? You good? And he came up on stage and he gave me a fucking headlock.
I remember, headlock.
I was there like, I see life is very good for you at the moment.
It was, I remember walking in there.
Out of his mind.
Everyone was paralytic in there. Everyone was absolutely stocious.
Out of their mind.
It was like fucking, and with the microphone that was barely working. Remember, he had one speaker at the back end of the bar and one at the top, and the one at the top wasn't working and the one at the back was. So down at the back,
you could hear yourself down the bottom, but you couldn't hear it.
But the people that were actually watching, and there was about 8 people watching.
Yeah, I was there, and the first table was here, and they were facing that way. I was like, so guys, how are you getting on?
Fuck off. They didn't want to watch it. No, they were like, "What are you doing here?" And you, I remember you did 15 minutes, and I remember myself and Pete were going, "Fair fucking play, Tim."
Character development.
Fairness to him, no, he's done every single second of those 15 minutes. Fair, and then we were like, "We have to do 45. We have to do 45 minutes," and we went up, and it was a horrendous. But we did our time, and you did your time, and we did what we were paid for, and. We did what we were booked to do, and then your man came out afterwards. Hi, lad. That was shit. That was shit, lad. I'm not paying you for that at all. He said to us, and I was like, "Hi, lad, you have to pay us." I said, "You actually have to pay us." Like, I said, "Sure, but they're all drunk in there, man.
Yeah.
They're all absolutely paralytic." He goes, "Nah, lad, that was shit." Like, that was our art. Like,
that was
do you know what I mean? Like,
and
it wasn't shit because we were fucking good in other places. And anyway, he gave us €100. €100, and I remember going, "You'd be fucking hell."
Bullying after that.
You'd just be so bullying because you gave up all your night for it.
That's it, But
no, that's as bad as it gets.
That was tough, I remember that.
And that's when you're coming up, it's really hard when you're coming up.
Yeah, that's that stage between absolute beginner and trying to get a paid spot.
Yeah.
That is that period there. But it's obviously at the time, like you really have to do it, want to do it.
Yeah.
You really have to have it in your heart and soul. I want to do this because it's not willy-nilly things. Say, geez, I might try that. Do you know what I'll do now? Next Sunday evening, I'll go up to Cantorchas and Barta and afters, and I'll stand on top of the stage and I'll see if I can make them laugh.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wakes up on a Sunday morning and decides to do that. It has to be pretty deeply thought out and pushed towards the front of your head.
Oh, lads.
And you're attempting it,
Like, it's one of the most horrible feelings of all time. Like,
I was thinking sometimes, like, is it the only job where, like, you're actually at risk of looking like a complete loser?
Yeah, I think it is.
Do you know, like, you could be a bad plumber, but you're just a bad plumber.
Yeah, look, listen, it's not
like,
my fault.
He's sound out, though. You know? But it's the only job where you're literally in front of your family, friends, and everyone who knows you, and those who don't know you. You could risk looking like a complete loser.
Yeah, it is the only job. And do you know what?
It's a very fine line.
And the thing is, and it's interesting you should say it, because that is always going to be the case as well. Because when you're, like, I'm touring my show now at the moment, right? And I'll tour it all the way up to the back end of this year, and then next year, then I use parts of it for when I'm doing open spots or when I'm opening for someone. But I won't tour that show. Like, I might do it as corporates, but I won't do that show anymore. I have to go back to the beginning and start off again, and same with yourself, and write a brand new show again. And go, what's he going to talk about this time? Do you know what I mean? And to get that right, you have to go right back into it
again. You know? It's like getting the award there, right? And going, haven't I fantastic? 10 sold out shows, 14 BAFTAs, absolutely brilliant.
Throw in the bin there with you.
Throw it in the bin. Yeah. And then go into the Coco on a Wednesday night to 4 Norwegians and someone who doesn't speak English.
I was there last night.
Well, lads, have you ever played Championship?
Yeah. and 7 of, like, I was there last night. There was 9 people in there last night.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone was a non-national. Yeah. Right. So they don't know any GA culture or anything like that. And you do a segment where you try and maybe even explain what GA is, and then do the gag. I find, because like, you still have to try and get your script out, and you have to try and make it funny.
Yeah.
And I find those Coco Club Wednesday night gigs the hardest gigs ever.
Yeah.
But I also find that what they do is they make me
think again,
find the funny in my material for everyone.
Yeah,
if you know what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
This is my material. I have to make these people laugh.
True.
I'm not going to change my script here now.
I do that at weddings. When I do shows at weddings, there's always like an international table or someone from England or whatever. And like at one wedding in Ballygarry, a whole table was English. And I tailored the entire show to that table. I was like, these guys, you're English. Well, a few gags like that. It's like, okay, in Ireland here, guys, we have a thing called, and then it's like, so what that means really is, and then you do the gag. They know what you're talking about. Then the others, the whole audience is laughing at the gag then, and then they're like, I'll get it now.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
see
get
what you
it
do
now.
there, yeah.
Yeah, it's very...
we invaded you.
Still down on it. Yeah, we invaded you. Andrew James, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
And we're not getting... We still own a bit of it, you know.
My grandfather was Irish once.
Yeah, because it's us.
Is Dublin in Ireland?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I think it's up on Manchester.
It's nice.
I can't do Manchester accent. Can you do Manchester accent?
This is Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Well, a lot of people, you got to keep the ball on the floor, you know. What are they doing? Where's the attitude? Where's the passion? You know, it's a complete joke what's happening at the moment.
It's kind of
I'm going Middle Yorkshire there, I get a bit Yorkshire. But this is Manchester United.
Liverpool is my one, mate. Do you know what I mean?
So fucking laugh.
Kicking into the fucking box.
I'll tell you what, Champions League, 5 places, Premier League next season. It's going fucking straight to Champions League again, mate. Arne Slot's a lucky fucking boy, I tell you that.
He's got no hair.
It's just, yes, that's
fine.
Yeah,
He's
like a fucking... He's like an apple, isn't he?
Describe for me your ideal few pints with friends. Obviously, like, we love going out with our wives or whatever, right? But like, your missus is down in Kerry. You're going out for a pint with a friend of yours.
Okay.
You're not going for a gallon. You're going out for 3 or 4 pints. What's the ideal scenario?
I'm already thinking of doing that in Kerry because that's where I do all my
Okay, so even if it's in Kerry?
Yeah, we do very little socialising up here in terms of going for a pint. You know, you just don't with the kids and stuff. Better off. But when we go down, we have the kind of the freedom to do it. But for me, it would be a day of activity, right? So if we went on the boat, fucking out and about, or we went for a drive, or we were cycling, or we were doing something, and there was no plan on going for pints. It was just, we were doing an activity, we had great crack, we were canoeing or we were doing something. And then we come back in and we fucking dry off and put on the clothes or whatever. And we said, will we go for a pint? Fake it, we will. We'll go for a pint. And you have the pint and you're going, Jesus, I probably shouldn't be having this now at all because herself is back with the kids and, you know, I'll be putting her under pressure there and I've already been gone all day. And you text her, you tell her what's happening and she just goes, you're grand. Walk away.
Oh, that's the greatest text.
Kids are inside with Nan, with my mother or father, whatever. They're inside and they're grand. And I'm going to meet up with my friend later on myself anyway. You stay there, right?
The green light.
So that's like that happens after the first. Well, you were just about to finish the first pint because you thought you were going to just finish this one and then you had to go away.
So where are you in your own local?
The
Fisherman's?
I'm in the Fisherman's,
Yeah. Well, you're drinking Guinness?
I'm drinking Guinness, yeah.
Is there a part of the bar that you like to sit in?
I'd probably standing over to the left-hand side between the TV and the counter.
Yeah.
That area.
Are you leaning?
No, I'm talking to complete randomers.
Are you?
And the gang I've been with that day. And I'm talking to, not randomers, but people from the locality. See, when I go down to Portmagee, I never text anyone to say, do you want to go for a pint? I just go back.
Lovely.
It's just, I've always done that.
And you live in the
Laura
village?
can't understand how, she goes, how do you do that? How do you just walk back to the bar and just drink with whoever's there? It's like, everyone in Portmagee does that. Like, that's the way you do it. You just go back and whoever's there is there and you chat away and you have your crack. Yeah. Way better.
And would you bump into a few friends then?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the great thing is there's a couple of people there from school or from the football team that I haven't seen in a while. Jesus, I didn't realise you were here. Having those few pints then, and you're drinking, and we're all having a bit of a laugh. We might get hungry. We said, you know what? I pop over to the Bridge Bar for a bit of food and a pint there, and we'll see who's there. I
like the Bridge Bar as well. No, I do like Portmagee now, I have to say. The Bridge Bar is lovely as well. So you
Portmagee on a summer's day is just
it's a busy old spot in the summer's day.
Yeah, my mate there, Keane Boland from Cardaniel, he runs
Cardaniel.
The way we say Daniel in Kerry is brilliant. Daniel. If you want to do a Kerry accent right, say so Daniel O'Donnell. Daniel O'Donnell. You go Daniel or Daniel.
Daniel or Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel or Daniel.
Yeah. Say it.
Daniel or Daniel.
Daniel or Daniel.
Greater.
And Neil. That's a very old school 1930s, 40s Kerry accent, like Neil.
I've heard people say Daniel, but Daniel's a good one.
Keep Bolan from Cardianal. He goes out to Valencia sometimes. He hires out bikes.
But he cycle over from Cardianal?
No, he drive. He'd have the trailer full of bikes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But he goes, a sunny day, I'm pulling into Portmagee, I'm fucking leaving off everything.
I'll sleep at the junkies.
I'm going to get the seafood platter and a few pints, and we'll worry about everything else later on. So, like... So you go to the bridge bar first, is that what you said? I would probably go to it depends, like on a summer's day you'd probably be outside, you go to the fisherman's and stuff.
The fisherman's, and then into the bridge maybe for
into the bridge bar to both eat 6 in one, half dozen in the other, like. Yeah. But you go to the fisherman's, a couple of pints there. Like, a day last year, I'll just describe what actually happened. Now that would be my ideal thing now. Just have a day of activity, a wonderful day, you didn't plan, go for the pint, get the all clear, have a great night, random, go for a bit of grub, having great crack, meeting people you haven't seen in ages. That's just beautiful.
Gorgeous.
That's beauty, like. But
there's a simpleness to that, right? That I absolutely fucking love, right? And I want to hear this day now, but before I get into it, I just want to say, like, I love the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I love going into a pub by myself. And Noelle would be the same. She'd be like, what the fuck?
Is there something wrong with you?
I'm as happy to sit up at the counter. I'm actually not as sociable as you are, but I would be sociable if it's foisted upon me. Do you know that kind of way?
Yeah.
But I'm as happy to go down and sit up at the counter and have my phone in front of me. For me, the ideal scenario is that there's some sort of a match that I'm not emotionally attached to.
Yeah.
Because if I'm emotionally attached to something, that's what I'm there for then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know Champions League semi-final
it's the first leg of the Championships semi-final.
Yeah.
First leg between Wrexham and Millwall.
Luton Town.
Yeah.
And there might be one fella.
And it's going to extra time.
And for fuck's sake, put it into my veins. And there's
another one.
And there's a La Liga match on at 10 o'clock after it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me, I fucking love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And always, if there's someone playing then, do you know who the cornerback there for Luton is? His father is from fucking Galway.
It is,
his father from Galway. And you're like, all of a sudden, then
his surname is fucking Healy. That's right.
Fucking hell about. And then you're Googling him, and you're like, Jesus Christ Almighty. And then you're texting your friend.
He played for Galway United as well.
Yeah. Jeez, he was a fucking minor for Galway and the hurling. And then all of a sudden, you're all in with Luton Town. And for the next 6 months, I'm looking at Luton Town results. That's what happens to me. But like, I fucking love that.
Love that.
Sit up, and then some fella might sit to the right of me, some fella might sit to the left of me, and then I heard things and what's the crack
and chat away. I love that now. Like on a random, we'll say it's summertime, we're down for a couple of weeks, and it's Wednesday night, and I'm going, do you know what? The kids are in bed, they're all here. When we're done, we'd usually stay with Laura's family, and I said, they're all kind of happy out there. I've had nothing to drink, they're all having a glass of wine. I'm going to go out home to Portmagee, 10 minutes out on the road, and I'm going to go back to the bar, and I'm going to have a few pints, and I sit at the counter. And I kind of sit in right. So it does depends on where the people are gathered. Like seat there, high stool, sit down, couple of pints. There's always someone on holidays there.
Yeah.
So I feel like an unofficial tour guide. Then like, how are things? Oh, very good. You know, you should go now.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's locals. We're talking about matches.
Would I be right to say you're very proud of where you're from?
Oh, massively.
Yeah.
Nearly, Laura says I have a crush on where I'm from.
Yeah. I find that with people in South Kerry though. Like it's like Noelle's the same at Waterville.
Yeah,
like,
she would be.
They just absolutely, they're tour
Waterville
guides.
people love Waterville.
They do. Yeah. But I find
they have every reason to as well. Like fucking 2 golf courses, Chaplin history, the food and
great pubs,
all that. We're the same where we're from then as well. In Portmagee, Valencia, people will be the same as well. I suppose we have no exact industry, only where
fishing.
We're from. We do,
tourism.
yeah, but that's fishing and tourism, that's it. But that depends on others coming.
Yes.
You know, fishing is...
Didn't she fucking grab onto the fucking Star Wars, you bastards?
Did for a while.
Yeah. Is that gone away from you now?
I know it didn't, I suppose. Yeah.
But I love that. There
is a massive identity thing, all right, South Kerry in terms of...
I admire it. Yeah. I absolutely admire it. And I actually think it's it's in all Kerry people actually, because I did a few matches last year in North Kerry. Right?
Oh yeah, North Kerry Championship.
Holy fucking God. I thought South Kerry people liked South Kerry. North Kerry people fucking love North Kerry. Have you been to North Kerry? It's only okay. It's not as good as South Kerry from a picture, but by Christ,
bigger
they love
farms,
it. Bigger
more
farms.
tillage.
Yeah, and they're
Kerry
just
co-op shares.
Your man there's a fella there. He's Bertie Brazen. He's a filmmaker.
Oh, I know Bertie Brazen.
I love watching his stuff on TikTok and stuff. He's a great historian kind of mind.
All the myths and legends.
Who Cullen and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He's trying to bring. He's like, it's not fair that they fucking that the Ring of Kerry isn't so. And he's trying to do a North Ring of Kerry at the moment, and I think I'm all for it. Like look at this guy trying to get people to come and drive around fucking Knocknagoshel. Like I think it's brilliant. Like but I love that from when people are, because like you in Cork, like where are you from? Mallow shithole.
That's like we'd never say that about our own town. Never. No, people I see it a lot down here.
Oh, don't go there.
There's fucking nothing there about it. It's like, what do you mean there's nothing there? Can we pause a second? I'm bursting for a piss.
Yeah, just saying how proud.
Oh yeah.
Port McGee. Do you ever think you'll move back there in years to come?
You always do. She's like, I feel like we know we're in Ballincollig and the kids are in school here and we're playing football and it's a lovely place to live. And it's great for our work as well.
Yeah.
Nip into the city, nipping up to North Cork, Limerick, wherever. Tip isn't far away for gigs and shows and schools and stuff. But there's always, at the end of every summer, say if we go down for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, that last kind of day in August that I'm going home, it could be the 20th of August, and you're going back to Cork, be heavy enough because you'll be like, I won't be down now for another 6 or 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Because it's so busy from September on.
Yeah.
You're like, geez, I won't be down for another 6 or 8 weeks. Fuck it, lads. Do you know what I love going down to Port McGee? A normal Tuesday in February. Going down.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. And you're walking around, back to the shop, chat away at the shop, up to the church, up to the graveyard, back the back lane, walk down the pier, look out, talk to some fishermen that are there, walk way back home, have something to eat, walk in the bridge to Valencia, get into the car, drive into Valencia, drive around Valencia, back out, fucking chill out, just complete heaven. I'd love to at some stage. All right, of course we'd.
In your later years,
yeah. But I remember maybe after COVID, all right, we were thinking about it. We were thinking about going down because sure, everyone after COVID was wondering where they were going or what they wanted to do. We just had Rosie at the time expecting Liam, and we were like, Jesus, are we mad to be up here? We have 2 kids, 2 hours away from help. 2 hours away from help.
And help is important when you have small kids.
It is very important, But we just said we built a little community in Ballincollig, and Rosie had our friends and we had our friends there, especially from lockdown, people you got close with, you got very close with, who were in your bubble, And I remember we were down for the summer of 2022, and I was doing a lot of shows that summer. And I remember driving from Carsevine to Drimoleague in West Cork and back again that night after the show. And then another night I went to, I think I went up somewhere well into Limerick anyway, up close enough to the city, I can't remember where now, and then back to Carsevine again. And I was like, that's way too much. It's so long, so long. And I was like, add the schools into that as well. Yeah, you're adding
the commute is insane.
You're adding an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half.
You're probably
every journey.
You'd probably have to be kind of semi-retired, I'd say, at that stage.
Yeah. It would be like the dream would be like have a house down below and then have a busy week in Cork and say, you know what, we'll go down.
Yeah, the best of both worlds.
Jump into the car there, lads.
Yeah,
and we'll have
that's the dream. Yeah,
that's the dream. Yeah.
I think that's Noel's dream as well, is that we get we got a place in Waterville, like
yeah.
And I'm the same as you. I like going to Waterville. I actually love going to Waterville when there's nothing on.
Oh yeah.
And you're just driving down and you're walking up and down the prom, or you're out on the beach and you're going into the pubs, because the pubs in Kerry are fucking amazing, especially in South Kerry, because there's just tourism there the whole time.
Yeah, they have to be good.
They have to be good, and you don't get that vibe as much in the towns as you once did in Ireland.
As if one of the lads below at home, his mother, God rest her, was from Cork, and he said, "There's a lot of pokey old bars in the towns in Cork." So he said, and the back way up, like, no, they love some great bars, love them, but obviously if you're not dealing with buses or tourists or whatever, sometimes they're probably, it's just a local then.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, whereas there's always some racket going on in the Kerry pub. Like there's always like a bit of music or there's a bit of...
Yeah, but there's good bars everywhere too. Yeah. But if you're kind of comparing apples and oranges, then if you're going, I don't know, sure, we live in a tourist village that has thousands of people travelling through it every day and going to the Skillings. Of course the bar is good.
Of course, I suppose.
Yeah. And the same with Waterville, the bars are going to be good quality, yeah.
But it's good to have, because they're disappearing across the country, I find. Do you know what I mean? Obviously when I'm talking about alcohol on the podcast, I always go obviously in moderation, do you know what I mean? We're not out getting locked every night of the week, I love that part of Irish culture that I feel is gone. Like one of the nice things I like to do with Noel and the boys is, and we don't really do it until the summer, is we can walk through a little forest into Killavullen to get to our pub, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'll drive to the pub with the lads on a Sunday at about maybe 2:30, and we'll bring the two boys in, and all their friends are out the back playing, and we'll go in and we'll have 2 or 3 drinks and bit of socialising locally with the locals and our neighbours, and I'll watch a match or whatever, and then we'll walk home through the forest with each other. And that's a lovely, and it's kind of showing the kids that, look, this is part of the culture, but there's no one getting drunk or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel that's a thing. And sometimes you have to evolve. You can't be hanging on to the past all the time.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be. I guess. Kind of the wellness of people in the fitness industry and all that, and the fitness vibe, it is changing people. People are feeling better, I suppose.
Yeah, and I hear
and there's many times, after Christmas, I was like, I don't think I'll ever drink again. I'm fucking sick of it. No way. I'm in such bad mood. I'm so cranky.
Yeah,
I feel like shit. I'm eating shit, and then we go for a pint. We will.
Just like on Sunday when we went down to Turles, you were like, no, I'm go on, I will.
Literally, I was like, I feel
start tomorrow.
Man, it's just this morning I woke up. I kind of finally feel that the wedding crack is over now, and I feel like I'm going to get back on the wagon now. We'll go for a quick pint. We will.
Go on. We will. We're going to finish up now. We have 2 more questions for you. Recently got married to the lovely Laura, and we talked a little bit about it at the start. There's not much of a difference in life when you've been living with someone rather than bar having the ring.
Bar having the ring, yeah.
But do you feel any different yourself?
I guess I do. I probably do a small bit, to be honest. You definitely feel more, I suppose, more adulty, more manly, I suppose.
I feel more rubber stamped.
Laura says the ring makes me look fierce. It just makes me look like a proper adult now,
Yeah.
And
how are you finding wearing a ring?
No bother.
Did you ever wear a ring before?
No, never. No, I wasn't a ring or earring guy or tattoo guy.
Yeah.
I thought it would be very out of my character if I did. The first morning I was all red around here because I wasn't used to it rubbing off my finger. But no, other than that, it's been nice and light on the hand.
Yeah.
But it definitely felt that we went full circle. We're a kind of a unit now. We're an actual unit. Because sure, 2 kids, the house, we're together 12 years.
12 years,
Got to make a go of it. So we said, let's just get this.
Yeah.
Let's get this done and make it official.
It was fuck it, lad. It was a savage wedding. It was a great wedding. No, it was a great wedding.
We were the work that Laura and her bridesmaids, Laura Ryan and Cara McDonough, put into that wedding was.
I couldn't fault it.
Outrageous. Every night, our friend Laura is 2 doors down, and the 2 Lauras, we say, every night kids were put to bed. She was gone down to Laura's, and they were doing whatever. Thinking of seating plan or lights or what here and there and everything.
Well, it was seamless. The whole thing was seamless. For me, Jesus, I'll tell you now, I'm easily pleased, right? But we went to the church, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Right? The priest was absolutely hilarious, and
we picked a good one.
He was so funny. And so we came back, and then I think were we back at the hotel for 4 o'clock or something
about
like that?
Yeah.
And I think you were due back at around 6 or half.
About
6.
4 or 5, I'd say. 4, quarter to 5.
Yeah. And what time were you due back? Was
around? I'd say we were in for about 4:30.
Were you? Okay. So were we back?
You were back around 3:30, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a lull, right?
Yeah.
Between when the bride and groom get back from their photographs, and then you're there and you're having there's a free bar, you had a free bar, and you could have whatever you wanted. It was unreal. Now it was so generous, and but you had a fella there who was making ham sandwiches.
Oh, yes.
And I'll tell you something for nothing. I had plenty of ham sandwiches down there. But everybody was lining up, and it was cooked ham, and it was hot, and it was mustard, and he cut it and he put it in, and you could get like a bit of cheese at the side of it, and you could take it, and you just know you could just go back around.
Everyone was so happy with that.
Everyone was, because you're starving.
You are, yeah.
You'll still eat your dinner.
Get between then and dinner.
Yeah. And then you drink away, and like, oh my God, Christ almighty.
My uncle said that they were in the car and they're like, will we go into the town and get something to eat? And his wife said, no, look, we'll just go into the hotel now and throw our bags down, we'll get something there. And he said, it was the happiest thing. They were unbelievable. He said, he goes, I had 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
They were absolutely top
and they were gorgeous.
The Dingle Skellig Hotel as well, if anyone's
the great hotel, yeah.
What? It's a brilliant spot.
Your man came out the next day. I was waiting for you. We were getting the bus to go out to the thing, and he knew me from the videos and stuff like that. And he stood the barman stood myself and Noel a drink. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
they're
so genuinely decent. Like no need for that.
And we've been going there since 2018. Since Laura, me and Laura went there first when she was pregnant with Rosie. We said, just kind of a baby moon, or whatever they call it. Yeah. And then we went back with a year later when Rosie was 1, and when she actually fell off the bed and banged her head. And when you're young parents with a young child, you're worried straight away. Oh God, what do we do? And we went across to the doctor, and the doctor said, look, I think she's fine, but you wouldn't know. Maybe bring her to the hospital just in case. And they packed us up. Sandwiches and drinks and everything to go, and they said, here you go, and we took off for Tralee, and we didn't get back till probably 3 or 4 in the morning. But you know what? They said, look, you had a tough night last night, you had to go away, stay again tonight. You know?
Do you know what now, right? And that's the Cade Meal of Fáilte that's missing, that's kind of being eroded in Ireland. I
guess so, yeah.
Like that is the touch of old Irish.
It is, yeah.
Like that is such a genuine, like there's a reason then that you went away and had your wedding there.
And had our wedding there.
And had your wedding there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That little touch of kindness over the top. We'll give them the room the next night, give them a bite to eat. Are you okay?
Yeah.
It just comes back in spades.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
You know? So
and it's the same staff.
Is it?
I swear to God, the same staff every year we go back.
Yeah. There's a reason they probably look after the staff as well.
That's it, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so you don't feel any different, but you do feel different.
Oh yeah, I like it, I must say.
Yeah.
I definitely do. I like it, alright, yeah.
You're gonna
man on the whole, I grew a beard.
You did, Jesus Christ almighty.
I fucking, do you know what, Laura likes a beard, and I was never really able to grow one, and then I kind of was leaving it go all of last year and trimming and whatever. And about 10 days before the wedding, it just started filling out.
Yeah.
Just started filling out. People are going, I was like, I've always had this, but it's only started filling out now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it knew she wanted the beard for the wedding. So
you were very dapper, and I touched on the dancing. The dancing was fucking hell. I couldn't believe the dancing. I swear to God, this fella's like Fred Astaire. I was telling you before,
you were like, did you always dance? I was like, I guess growing up rural Ireland and you're playing Gaelic football,
you wouldn't be admitting it.
You wouldn't be admitting it. I always loved dancing.
Yeah.
And my mother always said, she goes, you always loved dancing.
Yeah.
You know, we'd go into Carsveen for the August weekend as kids, like, and there'd be, DJ on the street, and she said, I'd be like, fucking give me. She goes, you want a jumper one year for dancing? I said, did I? She goes, yeah, you were off your mind for dancing, like.
Yeah. And, well, you could see it,
but no, like, you don't give a like. When I used to go to the harp and things, I would never go to the bar. I'd be fucking dancing the whole night and having a good crack.
The harp never really took off anymore after COVID.
No,
it was nearly dead before it anyway. Like, but
it never opened after. No, big loss though. But you know what? There's a new place now. Frank's.
What's that?
Frank's Corner. It's Frank's the lounge at Frank's. It's, do you know, we used to did shows. It was Pulse.
Oh yeah,
remember there? So Kieran Cochran bought it, and now it's a late bar.
Or can get the shift on a Saturday night.
That's where they can go now and get
the shift.
Get
thank you so much. This has been a fantastic podcast. I do have one small bit of bad news for you before we go. Unfortunately, you have been sentenced to death for a crime you didn't commit, to be fair. And you're going to meet your maker tomorrow morning. However, the jailer is a big fan of the gossip. And he has said to you, I'm a big fan of the gossip. I think it's terrible that you're being put down tomorrow. So, to make up for that, you're going to have a starter, a main, and a finisher. What'll you have?
Give me a breakfast roll.
to start with. You can have it like some people have like one Norma Sheehan was here, she just wanted a needle of heroin. Reggie just wanted chocolate. You can have a breakfast roll for your starter.
I'll have a breakfast roll.
What's in the breakfast roll?
Everything except onions and mushrooms and beets. I don't like the kind of bitty things. You know, sausage rasher,
hash brown egg,
black and white pudding,
red sauce.
Yeah. Do you know what? I stopped getting sauce in my rolls.
There's no need for it
because I kept fucking getting it on my clothes in the car, and I would go, "Fucking just give me butter. It's fine." And, it's actually
and would you put the butter in it? You put a bit of butter. I would never have the butter on myself.
And then
what were you drinking with that? Now you can wash that down with something.
Black coffee.
Yeah,
black coffee.
Black coffee in a breakfast roll.
Yeah. I always found it strange that the lads said, "Jeez, do you have coffee with your roll?" Like, yeah. They're like, "Well, I always get a cold drink."
Yeah, it'd be the same now.
Do you know?
I think coffee's a bit strange. Like
for a roll, like you have a cup of tea and a sandwich.
No, I didn't think of it like that.
Do you know?
So now you're actually now making maybe worse.
You never have a ham sandwich and a can of Coke, really. Like
you wouldn't. You might have a cold glass of milk with it.
But you'd have a roll with a drink, with a cold drink then. Do you know?
It's true. You're making a valid point. You're making a valid point.
Coffee, like if you go for a full Irish, you get tea or coffee with it. Like, just putting the full Irish into it.
Yeah, no, you're
it's absolutely glorious.
You don't have to defend it. You've made a great point.
I'm validating it.
Yeah, you're validating it. So what are you having for your main?
My main, so many options.
They're limitless because this fella is a big fan of the. He likes the nephews.
I would go. Probably look. You're obviously the classic fillet steak with a side of pepper sauce. Potatoes gratin.
Gratin. Chips as well?
May as well. Broccoli.
Would you have the broccoli?
I would, yeah.
Would you? Even though you don't...
Carrots. I would, yeah. Would throw it in, I would, yeah. Just make me feel good for...
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I'm dying.
You're dying, like, fuck the broccoli. Like, you know what I mean? Extra pepper sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Or else a hot and cold seafood platter. Did you ever have it?
Never will either.
No?
What is in a seafood platter now? Like hot and cold. First of all, cold fish, I just can't abide it. Like anyone who eats it.
Smoked salmon?
Definitely not.
No? Okay, so...
And I know there's big...
salmon, you get prawn cocktail. So you have a plate, maybe smoked salmon, prawn cocktail, and then your hot might be calamari rings.
Oh, I'd eat that.
Calamari, and a bit of hake bites.
Give or take the hake.
There'd be salad, there'd be coleslaw, there'd be all sorts of it.
Do you have chips?
You'd get shrimp, or prawns. I said that, prawn cocktail. You might get, you could get chips if you want. Yeah.
What are you drinking with that then?
With the seafood, you'd probably go with a white wine, really. Like,
would you?
If I was seafood, white wine.
Would you? I was thinking
red wine with a steak or a pint.
Could you have a pint with either of the two of them? I suppose you could.
Like, if we go, there's a place in Carson called the Pint, down Renard Pint, where you get the ferry to Valencia, and we go there, and it's great because it's a bar, but it's a restaurant, but it's not a place where you go and sit down and have a load of pints. You go for the food, like it's really nice.
I've been there. It's nice.
Yeah. Would you because you'd be waiting sometimes. There's such a crowd. You'd have 2 or 3 pints, and then you have your
grub. You're in fine form for
hot
then.
and cold, and you're another pint. Then, and sure, you'd tip away. But if you were going for a sit down meal and blah blah blah, I'd probably get white wine with fish and red wine with beef or a pint. Yeah,
or a pint. So I'm gonna have to push you now on one of those. It's your last meal. Are you going for the seafood or are you going for the steak?
I'd probably go for the steak, to be honest.
Go for the steak.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then for dessert, I would probably go for a sticky toffee pudding with a side of ice cream.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's very good.
Are you washing that down with a hot beverage?
Probably a cup of tea that time.
A cup of tea.
Cup of tea with that, a hot beverage, yeah.
A cup of tea. Lovely.
Yeah, cup of tea.
That's beautiful.
That's nice though.
Yeah.
Nice and tidy, like consistent, predictable, but a few surprises, isn't there too? Like,
well, I wouldn't be hungry when I were being hung the next day at all.
No, but no.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know, we picking myself, Laura, and our neighbours, Laura and Derek, we went out for a meal back before Christmas. And we're like, we haven't been out in months. Like, we're like, we'll go for a meal and a load of pints and enjoy the music. And there was music blowing the train house. It's going to be brilliant. We had the meal. A third pint. Laura was like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? They're like, huh?
Old age, boy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but food, like I said, no, if we're doing that now, we're going to eat at home. We can even get a pizza and the 4 of us can have it or have something here. Chill
and then
out,
go out.
And then go out because that's out then. Like, you know, you're out then.
Out.
Yeah. Which is a novelty.
Come here to me. Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast.
God bless you.
God bless you. And I'll belong to you. It was lovely to talk to you. And
Killarney Munster final, maybe.
Oh, I'm going. Are you going?
I'll be there if you're
I got my train. Well, we have to be tipped now.
Yeah, we've a lot of entries for the weekend. We mightn't be Clare at all.
Who are you playing the semi-final? Clare, is it?
Clare, yeah.
Yeah, actually, you surely get over
You're
Clare.
missing loads, boy.
Are you? Oh, God almighty. This fucking shite.
That's it, boy. Yeah,
You're not even training, I'd say, are you?
sure, like,
You're not,
if they come over Clare, then they say most of them players won't be back at all for the Munster final.
Right,
Like.
And you don't
I
travel
should think
great.
Clarny as well. Sure, we lost to fucking Mayo there about 6 years ago. So we'll probably do another. Don't be. And you're coming well. Mead, like.
Mead, yeah. West
you should have
Mead,
beaten Mead.
Leitrim and London.
You should have beaten me, definitely.
Yeah.
You've plenty of motivation.
Yeah.
Look, sure. Hardly any water left or anything.
Sure, look,
Nothing's going our way.
Yeah. Oh, sure, look, you'd be lucky to have 15 on the day, I'd say.
I suppose. Yeah.
Would you? You'd feel all right, I'd say.
We will. I'd say there's a few of the junior lads now that might be brought up, I'd say.
Well, basically, you heard it here, lads. Lump all on Clare anyway. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.